Welcome. So this is going to be the first video that I've had a chance to film at my new home. And this practice will align with my most recent blog that I post on Therapeutic Temple Musings. And it relates to a body prayer practice that I created actually at my last house, where I would do just a lot of earthing in the morning, just getting out bare feet and having just some short prayer time. So I'll introduce the practice in just a moment, but why don't we dive in and do a little practice together. So we're going to start laying down on our backs. I think you feel guided to turn this way. So just get settled on your back. Perhaps starting in alternate rest pose with your knees a little closer together, your feet a little bit wider, your arms resting by your sides. And just settling in. Checking in with your breath and how you come to the mat today. Remember, this is a body prayer practice, so our goal is to not just move our bodies, but to connect to God, and He meets us wherever we are at. So I'm going to dive right in. Again, this practice just kind of arose for me spontaneously as I was probably dealing with a little worry, and just wanted to channel that in kind of a form of Christian meta meditation, where we just offer some kindness to ourselves, to a loved one, and maybe send that out. So we're going to start right here. We're going to really focus on ourselves in this practice, but we're going to start right here with a little arm gesture of invoking the protection and provision of God. So as you inhale, reach your arms up over your head, any amount. As you exhale, set them down. Keep this going. So inhaling, feeling like a circle around you, the provision, the protection of God. As you lower your arms, feel just a little connection to your core. This connection to our core spiritually is that we are always connected to God, always protected by His grace. Let's try 2 more times. Really full inhales and exhales. Gathering up the protection, the provision of God. And when that feels complete, take your arms out into a bit of a T, almost like you're really opening your heart. And this one will explore the unconditional love of Jesus. So as you inhale, just stretch open. As you exhale, hug yourself. Inhaling, opening like you're receiving the love of Jesus. Exhaling, maybe you cross the other way. Give yourself this hug. Receiving that love. Keep it going. Again, as always, moving with your breath. Making this time to literally pray with your body, find relationship with Jesus. Maybe the last time, hold the hug. Feel your breath. And then set the arms down. And expand on, this time exploring the movement of spirit. So feel the Holy Spirit is that what moves us into the present moment, moves us into compassionate action towards self, towards others. So next inhale, reach those arms up. But this time, exhale, draw one knee in towards the chest, full exhale. And then set it down. Keep that going. Inhale up. Exhale, hug the knee. You could do the arm sweeping, or you could just take the arms up over the head, whatever feels right to you. Try to keep your back, your belly down, so you're engaging your core lightly on your exhalation. Feeling the movement of spirit. That constant thread of connection that we have to our God, to spirit. And whenever that feels complete, just give both knees a hug. Maybe cross your ankles and circle. And always moving in ways that you feel guided to move. When that feels complete, hold this hug. Maybe flex your feet, engage the core just a little bit. Going to do another movement pattern. I love this idea of moving with the breath as we pray and connect to spirit. So arms by the sides. Inhale, left leg reaches, right arm reaches. Just take a breath or two here to establish, but you don't have to over straighten the leg. Just feel length in your spine and then take it to the other side. We'll hold this side a breath or two, feeling the leg, the breath, and then move with your breath. Maybe inhale, left toe, right arm. Exhale, left arm, right toe. You might even look at your feet. Imagine this is a very slow, mindful walk of movement and faith. Just evolving, meeting yourself, meeting God in spirit just as it is. Hug in when that feels complete. And maybe this time reach feet and toes up. Little circle of the wrists, circle of the ankles. Again, watching your feet, watching your hands as the way we reach out into the earth, into the world as we move with spirit. Hug in, set the legs down. Take the feet as wide as your yoga mat, those arms out again, a nice open heart. And one more gentle warm up before we transition. So we'll just winch your way for our legs from side to side, your way. You might change up your gaze as you lightly warm up your neck. Maybe you linger in one side. Maybe you reach the arm up over the head, creating that length, more breath down the side body. Maybe you take that hand into the side body and feel your breath. Feel this light, life-giving breath that calls us to action. Sometimes action is simply resting on your yoga mat. Take it over to the other side. And maybe you reach the arm up, cross the body. Fill the body with breath. See, we're always being moved. We're being moved by the lightness of an inhale or the letting go of an exhale. When you're ready, come back to neutral. Take a moment to just be and breathe. And when you're ready, we'll transition. So gently rolling to either side. Here's my hair. But we're gonna find our way into tabletop position. So just finding your tabletop, your shoulders are over your wrists, your knees are as wide as your hips. Once you arrive, take yourself right into your cat and cow. Inhaling, lifting that heart and tail. Exhaling, arching the spine, pulling that navel point in. Inhaling, revealing your heart to God. Exhaling, feeling that core, that thread of spirit sustaining you. When that movement feels complete, let's maybe stack our right hand, our knee, left leg reaching back to come into just a side arm balance. Nice and easy. Really rooted through the lower body. Tailbone is drawing long, belly isn't strong. But maybe we add a little flow to this. So inhale, open that heart, another inch or two. Exhale, kind of roll it under. Inhale, opening up. We're seeking, exhaling. Maybe we're just resting. We're finding those many, many moments when we forget that we are connected to God. Rise up and hold. Either keep that reach up or reach up and over the head, opening that left line of your body. And really rooted with left foot with tail. Stretch it long. Come back to your table. Observe your body, maybe one round of cat-cow. And we'll do that on the other side. I'll just spin myself around so you can see, maybe you can just take it to the other side. So we're going to reach right arm up. Rooted with that back foot. Again, tailbone drawing down, belly in strong. Add the flow if you choose. Inhale, open. Exhale, close it under. Keep moving with your breath. Opening, revealing, exhaling. Maybe just turning inward. Turning to the world or your own problems instead of God. Hold the pose, rooted with that lower body. Maybe you keep that reach or reach that right arm up over the head. Breathe into your side, lift your heart. And stretch. Lower it down. Just turn myself around, but you can find yourself right into your child pose. Sense of surrender, softness. Your arms could be long and stretching. Your elbows could be soft. Your pose. Full breath, like you're just setting yourself down, surrendering. Maybe sending out a request, a prayer. when you're ready, come back to your table, and we'll be transitioning to standing, so we can come up into a downward facing dog if that serves you, tucking your toes, mindfully lifting those hips up to the sky. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Any little movements that you need, or stillness. You guys know the pose. Breathe. Feel that connection in your core as you pull the belly in. And then mindfully, very slowly, walking the feet forward, again aware of your walk and thought. Once you arrive, slowly roll your body up, feeling that core as you come up. Coming to your mountain pose. Kind of laughing at myself. My husband was calling me a ragamuffin this weekend, and I guess I kind of look like one. I noticed these pants have holes in them and whatever. I think I'm using his headband as a scrunchie. Find your mountain, meet yourself wherever you are, maybe with a little humor and grace and breath. And once again, we'll offer up maybe a slightly different form of the body prayer we began practice. So inhale, reach up, imagining this provision, this protection that God provides you. Exhale, bring it down, engage core, keep it going. You could do prayer hands. Sometimes to me it feels good to just press down into the earth, like a letting go of all those stories that tell me I'm not protected and provided for by God. Your way, your breath. When that feels complete, we'll take it into our heart opener. Maybe your feet widen just a little bit more. Inhale, open that heart like you're receiving or extending out the love of Jesus. Exhale, cross your arms, tuck that tail a little bit, engage your belly. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. You can do like me, switching the cross of your arms, or just keep it stable, whatever serves. Feeling this body prayer, this open heart, the love, unconditional love of Jesus. When that feels complete, maybe just reach up and let it go. And we'll move right into extending movement out through the spirit. So maybe you start with hands in the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, little twist to one side. One hand reaches forward, one hand reaches back. Engage that belly. Circle it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Again, connection to your core. To this thread of Spirit's presence within you, around you, within all. Let's just do one more cycle through of this. Come back to neutral, and we'll take that into a twist. So just twisting from one side to the other. See what comes up for you. Maybe you like to tap into your sacrum. And the movement. Maybe you like to tap your heart. Get into the upper spine a little more. Just let the arms be heavy. Settle it down. Come back to your mountain pose. Hands wherever they feel guided, just breathe. In these pauses, we commune with God. We take a moment to really receive what it is that we aim to cultivate, or we receive what's already there, but oftentimes hidden by the world, by our minds, by our lives. Relax those arms. Maybe widen the feet a little bit. When I was doing this practice last night, I was really guided to do a lot of lateral side bending. So let's bring one in, reach the right arm up, and just side bend. You could just heavy that left arm, heavy your tailbone, engage your core, or you could reach up and clasp that arm, whatever feels right to you. Really full breath to the side waist. When you're ready, let it go. Maybe roll the shoulders back. Observe perhaps a sense of spaciousness in the side body. And then take it to the other side. So left arm reaches. You could just keep that right arm heavy. Or you could clasp that wrist. An engagement in the core. Full breath into the lungs. And let it go. Roll the shoulders back. Observe. And we'll go right into some half sun salutations. I always like half sun salutations as a way of moving with breath and offering a little bit of worship with our bodies. So hands in the heart. We'll inhale, feel that circling, that protection, provision. Exhale, fold forward your way. Bit of surrender to God's plan. Inhale, halfway lift. Firm that belly. Feel the strength of this path that you walk on, this well-beaten path. Exhale. Give your feet a little love. Inhale, rise up. And return. That idea of returning again and again to our intentions to walk this path. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, surrender. Inhale, rise up. And return. Let's do maybe one or two more. Guided by your own breath. Whenever that feels complete to you, return to your mountain. And we're just going to take a version of sun salutation. So inhale up. Exhale, fold. You can take that halfway lift and then step back with your left leg. Lower the knee down. And just take a moment, if it feels okay in your body, to keep your gaze down, to bring in this quality of humility to this path that we walk. We may not have all the answers, but isn't that what faith is? Just moving forward in faith, one movement at a time. When you're ready, come to hold on to that thigh, stand up tall, revealing your heart. Maybe you reach those arms up to the sky. When you're ready, circle it down and take a twist. So get creative, your version of a twist. You might not even come down to the ground. You might take a high twist. You might take a prayer twist. You might touch the earth, untuck the back toe, and reach that right arm up. Where does your body feel like going? What movement feels right to you here? When you're ready, whatever twist you chose, step it back into plank or right down to the knees. See what your body's guiding you into. If you're in plank, firm that belly, your conviction. You can only see just a couple inches ahead of you. And then drop the knees, drop the chest. Reach those feet back. Inhale, lift into cobra, your way. Exhale, lower. Maybe you take those fingertips out. Again, your way. Just flowing in and out of your cobra with your breath. Maybe you circle and gaze. The idea, even on our yoga mat, is that we're guided by spirit. What would be best for us? What movement? Maybe once that settles, you just reach those fingertips back, root with your feet and your pubic bone, and come into the really grounded version of lotus. When you're ready, rise up. And your choice. You could do child's pose. You could come into downward facing dog. Whatever pose you're in, take a few breaths. And then gaze forward. We'll step forward this time with the left foot. Lower the knee. Come into your humble version of your lunge. Fingertips down, or you could be up on blocks. Just take that gaze down. It's not all about us. Humbly invite God, Jesus, and the Spirit onto your yoga mat. When you're ready, take the hands to the thigh. And tailbone is heavy, belly is strong. Revealing your heart. Staying right here or reaching those arms up to the sky. Bring it down and take your version of twist. Again, several options. Just twisting your heart now to the left. Bring it down. Wiggle this foot back just a little bit for my body. Gaze just to the top of your mat. Come on the ball of the back foot and step the feet together. Slowly roll it up. Reach up. And return those hands to your heart in prayer. Standing tall. Just a few more standing poses before we slow things down. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Maybe take that halfway lift. This time we'll step back with our left foot. So we're in that high lunge, but we're not going to stay here. We're going to root that back foot, bend into the front knee. Let's just do this lovely move. We'll stay here so our legs are oriented towards warrior two, but walk your hands over towards the right hand corner of your mat. Take a nice stretch for your back, for your hips. Another gesture of humility. And then walk them back in mindfully. Come on up into warrior two. So we bend into that front knee. Try to find shoulders over hips. Again, a little heaviness in the tail, strength in our core. What do we stand for? Then radiate those arms out. Still visualize yourself like that anatomy book where you're just extended out, the circle all around you of protection. And then we'll move it a little bit more. So let's let this be really organic. We're just going to flow between peaceful warrior and extended side angle, your version. Maybe inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, left arm reaches up. Maybe the right hand just stays on the thigh. Breath linking movements. Opening those sides of the heart, opening for more breath. And then hold wherever you like for a breath or two. That top arm down. Down into your plank or your tabletop. Lower down. Rise up on inhale. Just once this time. Tuck those toes back into your downward facing dog. And this time, we'll step our left foot forward, root that back foot. I'll be facing away from you, but we're going to come into that just nice little stretch. Warrior two legs in orientation. Walk your hands over towards, the right side of your mat. Breathe into the hips, into the back, into the side waist. When that feels complete, mindfully come on up to find your warrior two. Less instruction, more breath. And then start to flow your way. Hold in a shape that serves you. And when you're ready, bring it on down. This time, we'll just lower right into child's pose. A few very full breaths. Then we're using all of our body, all of our breath, all our intention to pray. When you're ready, come back to find yourself into a seated position. Find a comfortable shape. Maybe you sit up on a blanket, a pillow, even a chair. We're going to take just a short meditation before we settle for some closing postures. So, shoulders over hips. And you close your eyes down and start connecting to the very fullness of our breath that we've created by opening our bodies. Maybe as you inhale, you visualize that circle, that layer of protection and provision provided by God. As you exhale, you should surrender into this moment. Maybe feel Spirit's presence within you or Jesus' presence in the room. If your mind becomes distracted, keep returning to the fullness of your breath, the provision of your Father. You might hit the pause button and really linger into that little conversation that you're having. Or you could take this time to send this gesture of loving kindness, meditation out to another. So I invite you to just imagine someone before you that needs prayer. And let's go ahead and add the arm movement to it to really seal it in. Inhale, feel this person protected by the provision of God. Arms flowing. A couple of times. Inhaling like you're circling this beloved that needs prayer. Putting them in God's hands and out of your mind. Then let the hands rest at the heart. Let's invite Jesus to just ever so lovingly, unconditionally love this person. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. You might imagine this loved one being hugged by Jesus. You gaze, reach those arms up now and circle them out. Little sparks of spirit are just radiating. The movement of the Spirit is guiding this beloved into right action. When that feels complete, just set it. Hands down wherever they feel guided to be. Take a few more deep breaths. Maybe feeling a linking between you and this beloved. And just taking the prayer to encircle yourself and this beloved. And just you, what feels right. Pause button, just really linger here with a little bit more silence and stillness. But if you're ready to start closing out your practice, come back to lie on your mat. We'll just do a few more closing poses. So slowly lowering down. Maybe hug in that right leg, extend the left leg long. Keep feeling this breath is just so expansive. This breath is linked up to the presence of God, Spirit. Maybe take a little twist here. We can take this right knee across the body. Take a little twist. Extend that right arm up, still keeping our hearts open. Come back to neutral when you're ready. You could either just stay here with this right leg bent, feeling a connection to your core, or open that knee up, kind of like a lying down tree pose, arms extended out. And the energy of Spirit just animating through you. Stand that leg down, take your legs over to the left corner of your mat-ish. Maybe stay there or cross that ankle, top ankle onto the bottom ankle, reach the right arm up. One more lateral bend. Opening the heart, you could just stretch up or you could clasp that wrist with your opposite hand. Staying grounded, tailbone gently drawing down, belly still strong. Unravel. Take a full breath, observing the body. We'll do that on the other side. So hug left leg in. Relax shoulders, the face, the jaw. All sides of the heart. And then come into your twist. Maybe you scoot the hips over an inch or two to the left. So cross the body, that top knee to the right. Open the left arm up. Open your heart. Breathe deep. Come back to neutral. You might just press that left foot in with the leg bent, or open the knee out, lying down tree pose. Arms wherever they feel guided to be. When you're ready, set the arms down, wiggle your legs over to the right corner of the mat, maybe cross the ankles. Reach that left arm up. Find your version here of this crescent moon shape. Opening the left side of the heart, revealing all of us to be moved. Let it go when you're ready. You might feel guided to just settle into Shavasana here. But listen to your body. Your body might need another closing pose or two. Such as drawing the knees in, circling, rocking, hugging. Let intuition guide you here into just resting in Shavasana or a few more gentle movements. eventually we'll all meet in Shavasana. Legs extended long. You can always add some support underneath your thighs. Bring your legs up to a couch, whatever feels just right to you. As you relax into this present moment with your Maker, just really receive the intentions for your practice, to feel His protection, His provision. Even if it's a dark season you're walking in, can you just still feel His presence, the love of Jesus, and the ability of Spirit to move. Sometimes that means just moving enough to fully exhale and let go. And I really invite you to hit the pause button and linger here a little longer, just resting. And if you feel ready, slowly, intuitively, mindfully rising. Remembering these practices can be 1 minute, just to breathe and remember the protection, the love, and the movement of our beloved God. Namaste.